All right, let me know how the audio is. Okay, I tried. Maybe there is a child that needs help. I don't know. Hold on. Nope, I think I'm good. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry for the late. Sorry for being late. We had a birthday party today, then trampoline park, getting the kids ready, dinner, all that stuff. So yeah, it was a little bit of a hectic day. So we're here though. If you're here, chime in the chat. Today, so far, I'm going to be working on the MOG, hopefully, to get the transmission fixed-ish together. Got to cut some zip ties out of the wires, get this out of here, swap the pinion that bent slash got messed up. I got a new cover. Audio good? Sweet. Awesome. Thank you. I was kind of doing this all last minute a little bit ago while in between getting the kids ready. So sweet. But yeah, I got a new transmission top cover to put in because this is all stripped out from me messing with it over and over. Somewhere here, right there, nice fresh one. Put the new pinion on, like I said, get the wires out of here. Yeah, just kind of chill and get this thing back together and hopefully not feel like I need to just take it all apart. My son really wouldn't want that. So hoping, I forgot how annoying this was to get on zip tie. That might not happen. I might just undo this all right here. So JD, I did make it. Yep, a little late, but I did say I might be. So we're good. We're getting there. Yeah, I need to put a glove on because that is marine grease and it does not like to wash off even with water because marine grease is resistant to water. Oh, so horrible. Let's get the gloves on because last time I tried messing with this thing, I literally just grabbed it with my hand and I felt like I couldn't wash my hand all afternoon. It never came off. It felt like. Let's see. Did I grab? I grabbed the wrong. No, I grabbed the right one. Look at that. But yeah, this is the pinion that stripped on me on the trail. It's all like rounded over. Do I have a paper towel here? Yes, I do. Let's see. Clean this off. Yeah, so this is at least the second one that I've replaced. Doesn't look that bad. It's just, that's what's annoying. Like, I don't even know if you guys can see it, but like you can see that the teeth are kind of folded one way a little bit. And it just makes it so it's wicked noisy after it does that the first few times. But it never messes up this one. But I last time I reprinted this one too. Actually, I reprinted all the gears. I think all the black ones are reprinted. The original colors were orange. Yeah, the ones underneath there are orange. And I replaced this one. Hold on, does that bearing? Oh no, it's just loose. Okay, it came off. Oof, man, it just sucks because like I bought hardware specific for this thing, and I feel like I'm gonna start running out of it if I have to keep on doing this over and over. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The other thing is, I really hate touching my tools after the marine grease, and this thing is bent, so that sucks. Wobble, 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 wobble. Those are strengthening screws to kind of help stiffen the middle, supposedly. I don't know if they change anything. Supposedly they do, so I put them in. So we're just going to put them back in the new one too. Is it because the thing is super heavy? Printing gears is brave, dude. It's just, this whole thing is designed to be printed. It's a printed transmission, printed axles, printed links, the frame, everything. I don't know if you saw the videos on, I don't know what videos you've seen of the whole build series. It's a cool idea, and it was a really fun project. And the thing is, I think a lot of people just kind of take these down like smooth trails, like railroad type. So around here in New Hampshire, if you watch my video, I showed like a little picture of it. A lot of the railroad tracks have been dug up, like the railroad ties are gone, the rails are gone, and you can like walk your dog, you know, bicycle, ATV, dirt bike, stuff like that. And they're just smooth, kind of like dirt, like I want to say like ATV highways, sort of. And I don't know if they're just taking them down those trails or like nature trails that are like flat, but this thing was falling off all the time. Every time I hit like a root or a rock, like right here. Same thing on the other side. I hit one rock with the wheel and it snapped the front link, which I'm not replacing those right now because I'm not printing new ones to replace it because I'm going to just put metal ones on. But today is just to get this back together because I'm tired of this all hanging out. But yeah, one of the first things after this, one of the next videos I'm going to do probably will be changing this stuff out, all the metal plastic links out for metal links. I did 2 of them here just because they happened to fit. I had them in the bin and they were the right size. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. And this is, like I said, the second time that I remember that this pinion's stripped, and I don't remember if it was more at all. The rear diff was at least once it broke. And there was something else, like a few other little things. And the thing is, I think I just keep making excuses for it because I'm like, oh, I was too hard on it. Oh, I was too hard on it. The thing is, I'm not even really being that hard on it. I just think I'm quote unquote being too hard on it because it's printed. And I absolutely hate that I have to be careful, you know, doing this. It just because I just want to trail it and just go. Like I don't want to have to baby the thing the whole time. So this is like an adapter for. Honestly, don't know what it originally is for, but this was like in the parts bomb for it. It's just an adapter to go on to the printed pinion, so then you can put it onto a 5mm shaft. There's also one for 3.175 if you did like a Fusion SE or a Fusion Pro or something like that. This is an 8 SE. Are you greasing the printed gears? Yeah, they're all greased. And it says to apply liberal amounts of grease, and there's a good amount. It's kind of moved around now, but I mean, there's even still a bunch right there. Like, it's all greased, and everything underneath is fine. These are the original orange ones down there. And if I do this and I put the cover on right now, this thing's quiet. It's the quiet, like you guys can't hear anything because there's no noise. This is quiet. As soon as I put the pinion setup in, that's when it gets noisy. So I don't know, something to do with that alignment, I guess. Which it could weaken the plastic, I guess, but I have literally only taken this out around my house. And then I drove it in a driveway, like a parking lot, one time showing a friend, just in like some circles. And then I went on my one trail ride the other day that it broke this. So I guess there's a possibility, but I would think that also this diff, and this diff would start breaking at some point more. This one, the bolts broke, so not the plastic, but the bolts broke on my last live when I fixed it. And like I said, I have the original gears underneath, and it never messes up this gear that's directly touching it. It just messes up this gear, which I think is just because it's flopping, like it's spinning on top of like there's probably one tooth on here that's messed up. So I do have a new one to put in. Like I've replaced that one last time too. But I don't know. It's just frustrating. But this is the last try on this. If it strips one more time, it's going to get an actual metal transmission. I don't know, maybe like I'm thinking like an Axial 3-gear. I have a couple of them actually, I think right here. Did I move them? And the only reason I'm not doing it is because I really want to try. Yeah, I have an Axial 3-gear here. I have an LCXU transmission. And then I had another, somewhere around here I have another 3-gear. I just have a couple of transmissions from projects. Yeah, that's where the others are holding. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just odd. I think it's just something to do with the mesh area. And there was another guy that's been messaging me on Instagram after I put that video out. So what's today, Saturday? So last night I put that video out and he was like, hey, I'm having the same exact problem. What are you going to swap the transmission with? And I was like, I don't know yet, but I'm thinking 3-gear. And he was like, yeah, I was thinking 3-gear. And then I thought maybe an LCXU from a Stealth X, like a Stealth X, not LCXU, Stealth X, an Element Stealth X, because those are A, really quiet, and B, geared really low. And this is a big, heavy truck. So I'm thinking maybe an LCX. I keep on saying LCXU because I just talked about it. Maybe a Stealth X, just because of the quietness and the gearing. Maybe. I don't know. But we're going to try one more time. We got the new pinion right here. Wherever I put the bolts. There we go. Started. I wish I could. Oh, you know what? It's right here, I think, actually. I need this long one to get into the cab area. That's the only reason I needed that. I got one that's here that's actually not bent. As these go till they touch. Ooh, get some 24s on his bench. My bad, my bad. But this thing's in pieces, just sitting next to me. And I'm tired of it. So I want to at least get this transmission together so no dust and cat hairs and whatever get in there, you know. There is a 24 on the bench, though. The new SCX24 build that I'm working on there. I think that's it, though. Well, I mean, there's, you know, 1, 2, 3 SCX24s and FX118. 230s. But yeah, this is the new build that I've been working on. Don't want to touch too much of it, though, to get grease all over it. But yeah, we'll leave that there for now. Let's see. So, whoa. I don't know. Maybe I should. I'm like, then sometimes I think, well, maybe I should just put the gears in dry. You know what? Maybe I'll look at the. Oh yeah, by the way, right here, that's actually a live count. So we might hit 20,000 by the end. Sometimes on the lives it goes up quicker because people are seeing the live poke out and then they go like subscribe. So we'll see. I figured I'd put it on there for fun. Yeah, I don't know. True, they are technically on the bench. They are on the bench. I told you. There's 4 of them too. 4 of those, 1 Mog. And what's funny is those 4 only take up probably this much of the Mog. Oh boy. What a long day. Out in Manchester, which is not the greatest place, as anyone from New Hampshire knows. Goffstown, yeah, it's okay. The kids had a lot of fun, though. Right, kids? I think they're watching right now, actually. Sub number went up 1. Yeah, the last time I looked at it was 19,981, so it did go up. Yeah, I think when I started pointing at it, it was at 2, but last time I remember actually staring at it, because it's just been sitting there. When I put that up earlier to start this like stream, like to do a little, you know, starting soon thing, it was at 1980, no, 1979 or 1980. Can't remember. So kind of cool to see the number. It's like a live screen you can get to. It's like a live screen you can get to on the internet, like the YouTube dashboard thing. So it shows like the whole like graph of whatever you put, like say last 30 days or whatever. Oh, there we go. I don't even know where to put my stuff half the time. It's like, oh, I'll just put it on top of the bed area. So yeah, this is going to be the last try for this. If this strips again, it's getting a metal transmission. The problem I have with that, though, is it has, when I flip this over, when I put this together, when I put this together, I'll flip it over and I'll show you. It's got its own drive shafts. So I'm going to have to make some kind of like an adapter for like a regular 10th scale drive shaft to these plastic drive shafts. So that's one of the annoying parts to do that. But the other thing I thought about doing was possibly just, these axles have not broken other than that metal, the screws in the diff back there, I think. And I think the thing I'm thinking of that was broken was when I didn't put the bearings in the front diff on the install, like when I first built this. I think that's what it was. To be fair, you could have done a 24 as your first printed truck. Go big or go home, I guess. Yeah, I mean, this is the full 3D printed. I mean, some of these other trucks are like probably 75% printed. Well, actually, you know, my first 3D printed truck is this 6x6 that I designed. It's up on Maker World. It's been taken out for pieces. Most of this is actually in the motor and ESC is going into that build and the transmission. The front axle is in the drawer, going to go to another build. The middle axle is the rear axle in my budget build. Like the middle one was a plastic stock one. And just it's been scrapped out. So this is, yeah, I have this much left of it. But I did this like a year ago, I think. But the files are up on Maker World if you're bored and want to do like a weird 3D printed RC. Lithium-based grease for plastics. Yeah, and I don't remember what I put on here. It's Marine Grease 924, I think it's called. I don't know if it's lithium or not. I don't have any more right now, so I can't even look at the bottle. And my hands are covered, and I'm not looking at the. I'm not gonna try to look it up with the mouse. So if anyone's bored, I think it's like 92C. It's called. It's like I remember it being blue, and there's like a letter, number, or letter, number, something like that. I don't know. I don't really remember that well. So yeah, I have a new one of this section too because the bolt holes are stripped out. Yeah. and you can see the grease in there. Well, I don't know if you guys can because it's kind of far away. Hey, how's it going, Spuds? Just got home from work. Just made it. That's okay. I was half an hour late. I keep looking at the Mias ISO files, then at my ender clone, and I'm like, nah, it does great for bodies and chassis. Yeah, you might as well just buy the ISO because you still have to buy all the internals, so there's kind of no point. I don't think you save much because you can get Mias axles for like $50 or so. You know, something like that. Liberal amount of grease there. Clean those off before I put them back. And there's shims between this and that, so I gotta remember to put those back. There. Whoop. Oh, that's a mess. This is the Fusion 8 SE RTR out of the Rock Slide. It was like perfect fit for it. Well, not perfect fit for it. Actually, it technically is supposed to be a Fusion. This is ridiculous, I think. He spec'd this, and the original plate that goes here is actually for a regular Fusion SE 1200. It's only like a 40 amp ESC. I'm like, that's nuts. Oop, stay. So yeah, I was like, no, I'm definitely putting a Fusion 8 in there. And then I realized that the mounting holes aren't the same for this thing to get all 4 in, and this thing's so heavy, I was like, I'll put all 4 in. Plus I wanted it really sturdy for this pinion area. So someone had actually on the Facebook group designed this plate, and it was up on Colts 3D, so I downloaded it and printed it, and it fits perfect. Perfect. Getting the MIP driver is gross. Much braking on the gears. Where's the ring bolts to the spool? Hold on. It's so the pinion wise, it does this. It like folds over because it just slips, and it's like nothing. Like this is all easy. I don't want to move too much actually. I don't know why I keep trying to do that. This is all smooth. It's quiet. It moves easily. As soon as I put this in here, this thing is noisy. So I think I'm going to try this time playing a little bit. Supposedly you just put this on and bottom it out, and that's where it's supposed to sit as far as like on this. So I'm gonna try messing with it first before I put the cover on. We'll see, to try to, you know, set up the pinion mesh, but you can't, it's a blind mesh because the inside here, you put the pinion, there's like a bearing in there to hold this end right here, and you just install it. Like there's no, you can't check the mesh. So who knows? It could be just that this was funny. Hey, how's it going, Bob? Hope you get it ironed out. I've been lucky with mine so far. Man, you're lucky. Yeah, like so. RC Ohio, I forgot you have one. Do you do like walking trails mostly, or do you do like, I don't know if you watched my video. Well, I guess there wasn't much on the video other than me being complaining, but I do like trails that usually have roots and small rocks and this and that. You know, it's like anytime I hit anything, this would pop off. You know, that broke again. 18 subs from 20K. Yep, we're getting there. We're getting there. It hasn't moved since we talked about it, but I'm going to keep looking at it. Going to Elk Island tomorrow morning for nice. I don't know what that is for anything, but an island is always nice because it's usually fun. Boat, something. Bring out another 1,000 as they call boats. Let's take out these little guys. There's really only supposed to be 4 bolts that go this way to hold it to this housing, but then he also has bolts on this side to go the other way, but they're not the same size, so it's confusing. So I ended up just putting extra in, so I even had extra bolts holding this thing all together. I didn't even notice it was Tomsky that said that. What's going on, Tomsky? Sorry, I was looking at Bob's RC's message, I think, and read that. Oh, and then I got 2 bolts there. This is the thing. This would probably take me like maybe half an hour, but because we're talking and stuff, I'm sure it'll take the whole thing. Just like when I fixed that weird diff last week. Ran a micro comp at my backyard course today. It was great. Nice. I've never done a comp. As this year, I was kind of wanting to do like a competition, like go to competitions and stuff. But like this weekend, like right now, is Farm Fest down in Mass, which is I think only like an hour and a half away, and I totally spaced it. And by the time I remembered it, I forgot there was a birthday party anyways today, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to that, so maybe next year. I keep telling myself maybe next year to Farm Fest, but I went down to Georgia for one, and I can't even make it to the one that's an hour and a half away. How it is. Oh man, grease everywhere. Where did I put that plate? Oh, the new plate's right here. Yeah, so this, where did I had the new cover. Oh, fell over. There we go. See, this, the motor goes there, this goes into here. And then you have, you know, these, yeah, these 4 holes go through. But then he has these holes, but there's nothing there. Like, he only has them on one side. Oh no, sorry, these holes. But there's nothing on this side. So it's kind of confusing. What I think I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to put the bolt holes through here, and I'm going to drill these out. I'm going to put 2.5 millimeter bolts through here with nuts. I'm going to do bolt and nut when I put this in. That way it's just a little bit more clamped. This is clean, so I can take these off. I'm going to throw this away before. Oh no, I got to try to get the bearing out of there. Shouldn't have taken my gloves off. We're going to have a I touched grease already, guys. They do an event for Halloween too? I don't remember seeing that. Huh. That'd be sweet. I can definitely throw some lights and some glow-in-the-dark stuff on all my stuff. Ugh. Why? Put this in here before I forget it. I do like my obstacles. It is annoying when the tanks pop off. I think I'm going to glue them, honestly. My receiver switch and battery are up front under the hood. How are you going to get the batteries out? Unless you plan on leaving the cord out and just charging them externally, but they're in there all the time? It's annoying. Yeah, okay. So, but your pinion hasn't broken and you do obstacles. Okay, so it's just something I'm doing. Honestly, this in the back, I will say, is probably me, because this was a locked diff, and I was kind of bouncing it on a hill, like trying to get up it, and I snapped the bolts, not the plastic gears. So, but the thing is, if you look on the Facebook group, a lot of people snap the bolts and stuff. They don't break the gears. They snap bolts either in, I think the diffs and the portals. I don't remember. And then there's like 1 or 2 gears in here that I think are bolted together too. I don't remember. It's been a minute. I just forgot. I'm doing easy stuff. I could sit down here. Battery. Oh, you have your battery under the hood. Well then, that makes it easier. Well, not really. Oh, for me, I have my electronics rat's nest, as you can see, right there. So it's kind of, eh. All right. What was I? Okay, these little strengthening screws go here. I think that, yeah, I'm hoping if I get this in, it's like, I don't even know if I went the right direction, but it doesn't matter. It's just a strengthening screw this way. Hoping that if I get this in, get this clamped really well. Like, I'm wondering if, because last time I just put screws in and maybe like I stripped out a screw, like screw hole. Maybe it wasn't sitting straight. I don't know. Because the first time I didn't, see, this is me making excuses again, possibly, but the first time I stripped out the pinion, I was jumping snowbanks with it in the snow. But it's in the snow. It's forgiving. It's just peeling out all the time. So, again, me making excuses, and I probably shouldn't. So I'm going to toss that one. That's the old one. The other one, though, the one I first printed, literally mush. It was like rounded over. It was like a half moon all the way around. So, yeah. And then this, what am I doing? I'm not a peasant. What I did is drive my finger into grease. And then this is the one for the M3s. Okay, there we go. That's another annoying part about this. Most of it, I mean, it's not like there's a lot, but it's all like M2s, so 1.5 millimeter driver. And then there's a couple things that are different, like the shocks are M3, so 2.5 millimeter driver, unless you're doing button head, but I didn't do button head. And then like the bolts for this. So there's not a lot, but yeah, it's just, the screws are fiddly. I wish it was M2.5 at least. I think that he was going for more of a scale look though, so I get it, like on the outside. But I wish like the transmission stuff was at least at like an M2.5. What do you guys printed with? What infill did you use? I did all the suggested infills. So like I think it was 30 concentric. So like on this and all the gears, 30 concentric lines, and then 95%. Yeah, 30 walls, 95% concentric, which I think is kind of useless anyways because 30 lines is the whole thing. So I don't know why you did the infill thing. The first set of gears was PLA just normal, and then these have all been PLA tough, the black ones, and these ones have been fine. And this one's the same thing, PLA tough, PLA plus tough or whatever from Bamboo, and they say to do PLA. My problem is the PETG and PCTG that I printed everything with. Other than that, like a lot of this other stuff has been really floppy and flexy. So I can't even imagine doing those in those. So how did I get this out last time? Did I do a destructive thing? I feel like I did a destructive thing. I do not remember though. Oh, it popped out and almost, I thought it was going to fly at me. So, okay, that worked well. See, that's what sits inside, so the pinion has something to hold. So I don't need anything else from this. I can throw it away. Yeah, walls and infill are different speed. If it's 30 walls are slower than infill, so it's stronger. So why even do the infill? You know, the only thing I think of is because of the bigger parts, but there's no bigger parts that, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just all walls. If you look at it, when you look at the print preview for the smaller stuff like the gears, it's just all walls. Okay, clean that bearing up. You know, I am almost thinking about not greasing this pinion and spur, quote unquote, the first gear. Greasing this, but not this. I got to look at the I have the assembly guide, I think, up. Nope, that's the wrong one. So you're gonna new window. Oh, you're gonna see that go black for a second there. I am going to look at the assembly thing. Now I'm curious. Maybe he didn't say to grease that area and only to grease here and here. I don't think so though. Let's see. Assembly guide. Go away. Assembly guide. Why are you? There we go. Riveting. I know. Oh my god! I just itched my face and it smells like grease, like full-on grease smell. Let's see. Gears. Transmission. Grease that part liberally. That's the bottom. That's the bottom still. Nope, he says to grease it all. Yep. Wait a minute. Nope, that's still the middle axles. The middle gears. And that's the top. Nope, he says grease it all. He says grease here, 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 and here. I'm still thinking about just not greasing that pinion area. Pretty sure he showed grease everywhere. Yeah, he did. I just wasn't sure if maybe he said not to here, because I know I don't grease my ring and pinion. So I'm like, well, maybe he just, you know, and maybe it's slipping, but it shouldn't. It's relatively tight, you would think. You know what's weird too is when it first stopped working, it was not moving. So I don't know what happened there. And then I let it sit on the side of the trail. We went up to the top, hung out for a while, came back down. It was probably like a good hour, hour and a half at least. It was just a short trail. And when I came back down, I was like, well, I need to be able to at least steer it, and I'll just pull it with that lanyard. And then it moved. It was noisy as hell, as you guys saw, but it was able to steer. So I don't know. And it drove for most of it until I broke it. Then I was able to drive it and pull at the same time. But yeah, I got not connected. Oh, let's see. So this goes on here. Oh, that was a little. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that just like slid right on. But it's tight. It's like there's no play. I think that's supposed to be that way because it's supposed to be tight inside. Every time I printed it, it's always tighter in here than it is on there. I think that's so it can slip in easy. This. Did I miss? Nope, I got it. There we go. That way I can drill these out straight. Hopefully. I was almost thinking about bolt and nutting that too when I go to do it, when I go to put it together. I definitely want these to stay 2 though, because they're countersunk for the motor. And then this right here, just kind of, this one sucks because it's on that edge there. This one I'm the most worried about, trying to get it in there. Oh, is the motor in the way there? Since you're not using the correct motor, are you sure your new motor mount holes are properly located? As far as I can tell, because this is what other people use. Like, there's a couple people using the Fusion 8 adapter. Ooh, I might not be able to do a nut on the other side. Dang. Wonder if I can like countersink it a little. Yeah, as far as I can tell, it should be. I don't know. I can't see doing. I mean, hey, by the way, are you using the 1200 or 1800 kV motor like the Fusion SE? Because I think he was doing the 1200. The 1800 is quite quick, but I just like that it doesn't have to worry about burning up. Like browning out or anything like that. Because people were talking about sometimes it would like shut off on them because it got too hot. But who knows what they were doing with it again? I don't know. So we'll see. Oh, also, I got to clean. I got to take the stuff off of that before I go too far. Actually, I want to start touching stuff again when I drill this. What is the best economical brushless motor ESC setup for 18th, 24th? I like the Escape 32 much better just because I like to program it and I can get it smoother. So I like the Ant ESC from Secure, and I also like I haven't tried any of the new stuff, but this is the BKTT Cupcake, is older style ESC, and the Icing V2 motor, and that was really good. But then soon after I got this, he stopped making them, and there's a new version out. I just haven't bought anything from him. But the Secure Ant ESC is in my SCX30. It's in 2, I think. It was in the Red Cat 32 that I sent, I shipped out, for the giveaway. And then I think it's in 2? I don't remember. 2 of my SCX24s. I know it's at least in my Deadbolt. And I don't remember. But those are the combo wise, I like those. The Go Up RC is nice, but it's AM32, so in it's still fine. The Bug has a Go Up RC, and one other truck I think has a Go Up RC. I can't remember. Oh no, I don't. It's not in a truck. I had to fix it because one of the wires broke. It was the receiver wires onto the board. Like for some reason broke off, so I resoldered them on, and now I can go into a truck again. Because I was like, what? It'll turn on, and that was it. And the data wire broke off, so I just resoldered all 3 of them and then put a bunch of hot glue on there. I think it was, or the E6000. I don't remember, but it's ready to go into a truck now. I just not sure what yet. Sorry, had some messages. We got some stuff. So if any of you are in New Hampshire area, 2 things going on this year that I'm going to be sort of part. Well, I am going to be part of, not sort of. July 12th, I think it is. I think it's July 12th. That like the 9th through the 12th is Hillsborough, New Hampshire's Summerfest, which used to be Balloon Festival, but it's like a carnival and stuff like that in the ball fields and stuff at Grimesfield. The days leading up to the 12th, I'm going to be setting up like a crawler course, like get together thing. It's not going to be a competition or anything. It's just going to be like just to kind of shoot the shit, kind of like hang out, get together, whatever. So come and check that out. As of right now, I've been talking to Big Kid Tiny Truck. He's probably going to be there and maybe doing some giveaway stuff. Don't quote me on that, but that's supposedly what's going to happen so far. Yeah, and then we're probably going to have a giveaway truck of some sort. I'm not sure yet. I'm still kind of working out all the details completely. And then I'm going to be going to the October 17th and 18th is Ruggles Mines big get together. They're doing it's a Saturday and Sunday, and one day is going to be like competitions, like some rock competition. There's like a mud pit I think he's going to do. Battle the truck thing like on the table I think he's going to do, where it's like a sumo truck thing, and then like woods trail like competition stuff. So he's gonna have that too, and I'm gonna be part of like helping out with that. I've been talking to Greg on that. Actually, is he here? He's usually here on the lives every so often. He's something about snowmobiles I think, or something. Snow rider. I'm blanking. So if you're here, sorry I got your name wrong, but but we're going to be doing that. So those two things are going to be I'll be part of. So come and hang out if you're in the New England, New Hampshire area. Oh, I hear a child. Oh, they're not going to bed. See, that's what happens when the routine gets messed up. They didn't want to go to bed right. I've been happy with the 110 secure system, so I will probably go that route for a little. Yeah, they work great. If you go to I have like a review. Secure actually sent me one to put in my deadbolt, and I did a video on it. The only thing is that the pinion that it comes with is it's a little too big. Like you can get it pretty smooth, but a smaller pinion is definitely needed. The problem, again, I don't know why I keep on saying the problem multiple times. The motor shaft is like a 2mm shaft, if I remember correctly, and you have to buy that from like Mofo or from like AliExpress. And because the one that it comes with, actually, I think it's right here. It's like a 22 tooth or something. It's quite large. Especially when stock is like an 11 tooth, I think. It's like double what it's supposed to be. I told them about that, and I don't think they ever fixed it, but pretty cheap. Usually get. Oh, it went up. I don't know if you noticed. It did go up one. It's 83 now. Oh, boom. But yeah, it is wicked smooth. I was able to get it smooth with the bigger pinion, but with the smaller pinion, it helps so much. But and then the secure stuff, I run in a bunch. The 110 stuff, I run in a bunch of trucks. So, I just did the video on the Wolf chassis, and I put one in there that they sent me to kind of do like I don't even know what to call that. It's not like a sponsorship, like they gave me money, but like they gave it to me to put the logo on and stuff. But like, I don't know, I feel weird like saying what it is because I don't really know what to call it. It's going in my Red Cat 18 or my LDRC cage buddy like yours. Oh yeah, I gotta work on that. The other day I was actually looking at it and I gotta make new links for it. I put in some RC all-wheel drive links that I had from a CR18, and they were completely wrong size, but I put them in there just to mess with it. So I gotta make some. I'm gonna have a video on that hopefully in the next couple weeks. I wanna get that going. And my Ascent 18 over there, which there's too much stuff in the way. That has a purple Viper within a cheap AM32 board off AliExpress. Take none of what BEC comes with, whatever you choose. I got the 9 mod 30 amp from Ali, $15 AM32, super smooth. Yeah, exactly. Very weak BEC. That is, a lot of the cheaper ones do have a small BEC, so it depends on how heavy your truck is. I haven't had an issue, so, but also my trucks are not crazy heavy. Like even that one is actually, that one's heavy, but that one has the Mias brushed ESC with a purple motor from Endura, and even being that heavy, the cheapos, I think it's just an Emax. Even the Emax seems fine, but it's also an Emax, so it's questionable. But yeah, just take the BEC voltages with a grain of salt on the smaller ones. Depends on, again, how heavy your truck is. I'm also not doing crazy crawling with that. It's more like trailish kind of lines. So, what was I doing? I got sidetracked. This is why it's going to take forever to do that. Oh yeah, I was putting on gloves on to take this out. Because I got to take this bearing off. Oh, those came off nice and easy. Sweet. And I threw my paper towel away. But I got to get some screws out of this. Running low on the M2 hardware. Yeah, I've never had any 9 mod stuff. I just grabbed the brush and drawer for my next build with the purple. Yeah, I have no MB100. I have I think a couple trucks with MB100. The Terranaut has an MB100 in it right now, but I think that ESC is messed up. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I think my dinner's here. Oh, the wife is bringing me the dinner. Why, thank you, hon. You can just, maybe. There's a lot of not room here.
Yeah, I give you broccoli because you're going to eat it and you're going to like it.
That's horrible. Why would you ever do that? Love you. Can't believe she's trying to kill me. Heard that Spud saying no more. Yeah, I've never had the non-IMOD stuff. I remember one time I went to order one and then I realized it was brushed instead of brushless, so I canceled the order. But that was about it. I've heard such back and forth stuff about it. Oh yeah, we like I said, we had a long day and she didn't even start dinner. We kind of go back and forth making dinner, but she knew that I was doing the live, so she didn't start dinner till like 5 minutes before I came down here. Yeah, me too. RC. I still have like my bin of some stuff, but it's not like it was. Did you ever count at all? I don't remember mathing it up, but it was like 1,500 screws or something like that, or I can't remember. And a lot of them are like that. They're like 35 millimeter or 30 millimeter or so. So I apologize for the noise, guys. But oh, that's on the shorts, and now the shorts have marine grease on them. At least I wiped off most of it. How's it going, Josh? We were just talking about the SN32 having the secure ant setup in it. Yeah, sorry, I was late anyway. So hey, you know what? We're both late. I believe I just said sorry about the noise, but again, sorry about the noise. There's going to be 2 more. It's just that takes forever. I felt bad for the people that were like, "Oh, I'm not going to use a gun." Ohio, did you actually use a gun or not? Like, dude, I can't even imagine not doing it with a Milwaukee or any kind of electric drill. Yeah, it was like, did that go up again? It's 84. Was it 83 before? I don't remember. Well, it was obviously 83 before, but I can't remember if it was 83 just now or not. I didn't print out that little nub. Ugh. Well, I guess I'm just going to reuse it. It's only the bearing seat anyways. It's really just the gear that I was worried about. I have a printed Suzuki body I need to build and put on. I want to do a Suzuki bottle, like a short wheelbase truck. That's why I was gonna maybe get the Bushido when it was on when RPP was having that sale, but it wasn't the Bushido wasn't on sale, so I didn't get it. Right, now that that's all the way in, now I'll go by hand, just to snug them up. Snug. But yeah, I'd like to do a Suzuki type body, you know, just like short wheelbase something, just because I know it's going to be like a challenge. So it'd be kind of cool. There we go. And I know I was burying these in a little bit when I did this, just to make sure they were in, and also pushed out to the bearing a little to help hold it. Bearing. Hey, did you put on a community post for the live? No, I didn't. I forget to put posts out. I am, as you guys can tell by me being late, I'm not a great planner sometimes. Oh my god, especially the 25 and 30s for reinforcing screws. Yeah, I know. So I'm glad you used power. I couldn't believe that people were all like, "Oh no, I'm doing it all by hand." I'm like, whatever, dude. Took me as long as it did, and I was using that. And I did use the Fantic a little bit, but the problem with the Fantic is it's not as fast as that. So I just ended up going to the Milwaukee. That's good for the small stuff. I use them the 24s and the 30s. But these long 24s, 40s, it almost took as long as this because that's more fine. Yeah, no, I'm not really good at the community posting things. I mostly post if there's like sales to try to give people discounts and you know, that kind of thing. But other than that, I don't usually post much on it. Send you a picture of Aaron's on the Discord. Oh, for the Suzuki? I'll check it out after. Yeah, greasy hands. Oh, man. All right, so this is ready. So there we go. This goes here. If I put it in the correct direction, it'd be even better. That is just, it's just, like, this is already so quiet. And then you go and you put this on, and that's when it gets noisy. It's frustrating. But, I don't know. What up? Get sidetracked. It's all good, Chaos. I was late anyways, as I posted about, so. Or it's all good. Aaron Suzuki. Okay, gotcha. Get rid of those for now. Sorry, I'm going to munch on a fry, guys. We'll try to keep it down. With some waffle fries. Yeah, supposedly this thing just gets, like, sent all the way to... When did I not loosen this enough? All the way down, like that. Just as long as it bottoms out, it's fine. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, check this. Try to... The problem is, like I said, it's blind. So it's like you're just kind of putting it on and hoping it's lined up. I'm gonna try to see if I can line it up a little bit myself. Ooh, that's it. I could. That's an idea. Put this mount on here without the top cover on yet, and then I can see the mesh. Chick-fil-A. You know what's funny? It is doing that weird thing where it thinks that that's a different language. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. I was gonna drill these screws out. Let's see. What do I got for drill bits here? They are here. Oh, this one goes up to 1.6. Crap. Mia's controller. Got a new Mia's controller. The Zool that I got for my daughter for her birthday, I got the Mia's controller in. It was on sale for $27, and I figured this is the time to get her a controller because that other controller was massive. So I didn't really want to spend the money on it, but I knew that it would help her out a lot. So I didn't want to spend the money because Christmas and birthdays and all that stuff, you know. The fries. Oh, the fries are just I don't remember what they were. She made them in the oven. So, and then chicken. What's it called? TJ. Choked on a piece of fry. TGI Fridays wings that you can warm up in the oven also. So was there a diag on what made it go bad? Not a diag. I just kind of took parts out and replaced. I can get rid of this gear actually. Let's see. Is there a spot on here where I can see where it's stripped? I can see a little bit of damage on that tooth, which you guys probably can't even see anyways at all. It's just black, you know, and that's about it. This one was fine last time too. It was literally just the pinion. I don't know. At home, made always exactly. And the wife made it, so you know she made it with love. But yeah, I can toss this now. Yeah, and see like the rest of the gears, completely fine. Never an issue with any of the other ones. It's just that one for some reason gear. Drill bit. I really need to organize this. This is just full of crap. I wonder if I just put in like an M3 bolt instead. It's not going to affect anything because it's on the outside. I think this is calipers. Let's see here. Oh, this is a 3.16. That'd be no bueno. I really need to clear this up though. I think I was starting to say that. This is just full of tools and random stuff. What is this bit? Too small for anything probably. 1.25. Nope. That drill bit's too big. That's not a drill bit, that's a hex. Okay, where are all my little guys? There's just so much crap in here. This is ridiculous. I wonder my wife yells at me about stuff everywhere. My toolbox isn't even good. Oh, what's this? What are you? That toe rope looked good. Glad I did that. Dude, it worked. This is the same one I just picked up. No, it's a 2.76, so it's a little big for a 3mm M3 bolt, but I could make it work. Anyone play Roadcraft or SnowRunner? I used to play SnowRunner back in the day. Went up one. Oh, went up one. It's 85. Look at that, 85. You guys are gonna notice more than me probably because I'm looking over here. The screen for me is only like this big over there because it's like on the OBS Studio thing. And I'm tempted to put in those M3s if they don't work. Luckily, I got two printers. So I printed up while we're doing the live. Where is the 2.5? You know what? Maybe we'll just do the M3. Mostly because I cannot find my 2.5 bit. Well, the 2 bit to make it 2.5. Boy, this is frustrating. Oh, what are you? Thinking of making my R1 cage build look like my logo. So you want to make it look like, this is 2.4. This will be better for the M3, probably grab more. So you're going to make it look like the Spud truck? I think that's what that is, if I remember correctly. It's been a minute since I looked at it. This is why I keep the drill bit. The only one I have that has bit holders with sizes is this, which is only 0.3, 0.3 to 1.6. And other than that, it's just random drill bits I've collected through. Someone's doing laundry, so you're gonna hear water. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. First off, R1 cage looks like the Spud truck. Yes, good idea. I like that. It's always fun to do a fun build. I mean, I got a Delica that doesn't do anything. It won't climb. It doesn't want to crawl. But yours would actually be a 1/10 and would probably actually crawl. It just look like a potato. What was it? Baked potato. That's what I thought. Baked potato on a capper axle. That's what I was thinking. So I would, yes, on that. Not a real potato though. It might stink after a while. Gotta learn to chuck old bits and get new ones and keep the holder. So those are actually, all of these bits are probably good as far as I can tell, especially for plastic. The problem is this was probably, like, this is a weird size, 2.39. I'm gonna guess this was bought, yeah, 2.38. I bet this was bought for like tapping something, so it came in a tap set. Maybe with like, is 2.5, 2.4, no, I don't know. Like, and this actually could be a standard. It might not even be metric. It might be a standard bit. 0.0935 inches. Yeah, it's zeroed out. 3/32. So whatever that is could be a tap for something. I don't know. Spider, the R1's a cool rig. Have fun. Have had one for a long time. Yeah, I have if you look back in my videos, I have a green buggy, and that's an R1 clone build that I did on metal capper axles. It does really well. Actually, I keep forgetting I have it. It's in the garage on a shelf. It's one of my first buggy, like, full builds from, like, ground up. And it did really well. It's on megalithics, 5.25 megalithics. And I liked it a lot. I just keep forgetting I have it because it's out there. Oh, there's my drill. Can't use that on a hex. I'm going to do an M3, I think. At least on that top one. Yeah, I've not tried the R1 cage yet. Yeah, I mean, it worked well. It's really tight. Oh, by the way, Spuds, I don't know if I posted it on MakerWorld or not, but I designed a front battery tray because it comes with a stupid, like, battery on the top all the way above the transmission, if I remember correctly. I designed one that's like in a little electronics tray under the hood, and then you can put the battery in there. And then I made some kind of like hood latch. I don't remember. I think that video shows it all though, so we want to go check it out. If not, and maybe I did it after that video, I do not remember. I would go check that out. Shoot me a message, and I'll try to get some pictures and stuff for you. It was way better than the electronics being everywhere else and the battery being way up top. I was able to put a 4S. Where is it? I ran that on 4S just because I could. I had this 4S 850 in there, and I had a little bit of extra room, not much. And then I had XT30. I think I did adapter at the time, but since then I've gotten some XT30 actual plugs to solder. But I have the file. I just don't remember if I put them on MakerWorld or not. Oh, this was already like set up for this size bit. Interesting. Oh, I'm hitting that. But at least I can make the mark. Now I remember the issues I had with this. There's no room. Oh, not on drill. Not so much. This one though. I'm gonna hit my finger. There we go. And I'll try to like thread it. 13 more. 87. Ooh, there we go. We got another one. All right, Chaos. We'll be here. Perfect. Man, I would really like to get all those. So I'm gonna make a mark, and then I'll take it apart and drill it. Let's see here. I'm trying to do what I can while this is apart now. Where did my skinny marker go? Oh, right here. How's it going in IC Ministry? I'm hoping this will help. Oh, this is not deep enough. Dang it. Where did the blue one go? I had a blue marker that had like a really skinny... It was made for actually going into holes. It's probably upstairs. Oh, it just went up again. 88. 12 more. So I might walk upstairs and get that marker because I really want to make these marks. So I guess you guys are gonna go for the ride with me because I have the mic on me. So, but I have these markers that are made for like they have like a long shank, like a 1/4 inch long shank on them, so that you can make marks through material. And it should be here. Oh, I found it. Look at that. Oh, it's actually like a 1/2 inch long shank. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Right, see what that? See, it's got like a long, so you can boop. And got these on AliExpress, as you can tell. Long nib marker, 1 millimeter. I think 1 millimeter is just the size of the head. This one sucks because it's on the edge of that. I don't even know what the point of this hole is, honestly. You can't get a screw in there to like tighten anything. Like, it's just a hole to let dirt in. But this works great. Usually in there. I must have used it down upstairs or something. I don't remember what though. I just really want to... Yeah, it would be cool to put an actual transmission in this thing. People have been doing it. There's a guy that did like a SCX10 axle upgrade. He took portal SCX10 axles from like AliExpress or whatever, I think, you know, like the ones that like bolt together on the ends and stuff. Kind of like AR60 style, like looking. And he made adapters to widen it, and then he puts like a coupler to make the axle shaft longer. Between y'all and me, RC Ministry is my other channel, and it might not be everyone's cup of tea. Oh, okay, gotcha. Between y'all. Okay, yeah, so that's your other channel. Okay. I think I remember you talking about having another channel. Now that I think about it. 88. So I made a mark. Sure I did. I understand it's blue on black. That's a song. But usually it shows up as like a black shiny bit. Let me try that again, I guess. Oh, you know what it is? No, okay, I can see it now. Well, instead of drawing my hand, let's do this. Right into the table. There's many a hole right here from me doing that. Now, let's see if I can get the other one. This one's going to be tricky though because it's right on the edge. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh yeah, that is literally on the edge. Probably almost useless to do this. How's it going, JP? Oh yeah, we got the big boy. Man, I am excited for that Lemmings chassis to be here. They haven't said it's shipped yet, but it's built. Those chassis rails. So I was talking to the guy on Instagram that I said was also having problems with the pinion. He said that his friend brought an SCX6 over and the axle width is about the same. So, like, not exactly, but he said it's really close. So maybe the problem is SCX6 axles expensive, like way more expensive than buying like some Capra axle clones or something. Man, how that literally, I don't know if you guys can even see it. The mark is literally on the edge. It's right here. So that should be interesting to try to do. Well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. I just won't put the screw in, right? Let's hold on. Oh, it's not here. I was gonna do a body reamer. to start it. Oh, but I could use this. So I have some Capra axles. Where are they? Actually, they're right here in the bin. I wanted to actually... Oh, I'm dropping everything. Everything is everywhere. And I know these are quite smaller, but that is a difference. The thing is, the wheel hex would be way in. It's so small. They look so small. AR60s are wider by, I think, like an inch almost. Oh, I have a Red Cat, actually, Axel. Hold on. I have from that... What's that weird big Jeep thing or whatever? I got this from Mr. C. Yeah, this is wider. So I got that. Where is my... Supposedly these are horrible axles, but you also can get these for like $30 for the pair, I think, on Red Cat's website. These are almost... They're like 11 and 0.75-ish. Actually, these are about the width of an AR60 axle, I think. I don't have any free AR60 axles. They're on the SCX10, but they look about the same. The SCX10 6x6 is way too heavy to get on top of here, so I'm not dealing with that. So what I was thinking about doing was taking the AR60s off of my Marksman. That's the thing. Ooh, 90, 10 guys. We got 10. Oh, and it's only 9:30. We got... You might have to stay late. I'm usually 10 o'clock, but I might go later. Jenny's, I think, has SCX6 stuff, but it's still pretty expensive because it's not a huge... It's a huge platform because it's an SCX6. But if you look online, there's like no aftermarket like axles. So everyone wants those axles except Vidavon, and then you're spending like on just axles alone enough to buy a whole truck, which is freaking ridiculous to me. But the problem... This is... Well, there goes that drill bit. It's only half of it now. I don't even know how I'm supposed to start this. It's literally on the edge. I mean, this is plastic, so this is starting. This is starting. I'm gonna stab myself. I know it. I put a screwdriver up my fingernail the other day. The thumbnail there, the black mark. That was nice. Vertex, Helamon. I've been thinking. So the problem again with the Helamon, no one else makes axles except Axial and Vidavon. Vidavon axles are $1,200, I think, for those axles. I think Vertex 6, same thing, rock slide. Only Red Cat and Yikong, same thing. Well, not same thing, but like, you know, Yikong makes the Red Cat Vertex 6 because it's the rock slide and they're the same part. Anyways, only from them two. Or Vidavon, which I think those ones are like $1,500 or $1,600. Again, that's double the price of the truck. They look absolutely amazing. If you think about the Wizard axles, but huge. Oh, the Wizard's in the car in the work van because I was using it the other day as a, you know, on break play around thing. They look amazing. They do look sweet, but I will never spend that kind of money. The only time I ever bought Vidavon stuff was when the Helamon front axle shaft snapped, and I just went to their axle shafts because they're actually like a relatively good price for an axle shaft. I think it was like $50, and it's way stronger, beefier. I haven't snapped it or had any issue since. Oh goodness. Oh, come on, I just want to start. Okay, yeah. Okay, we've started it with this little itty bitty bit. Trail has, yeah, they have housings, but they don't have like internals. So, because I actually have on my Helamon, I have the Trail red front housing. So I have a front housing for a Helamon. The thing is, I got to buy all the internals, the knuckles, everything. And by that point, I might as well just buy an axle, I think. I don't know. Vidavon is out of line. It's nuts. Like, I get this stuff is high quality and nice and machined, but... And there's people out there that'll pay it, though. So, it is what it is. But, like, I... don't see me doing that. And I don't mean anything negative against them. They have supposedly great quality stuff. But I 3D printed a truck this big because I can't afford a truck this big. Like that new... Oh, did you guys see the new Unimog from Rolarlo? I want it so bad. but it's $800 brushed or $900 brushless. I don't have that kind of money. Again, hey Rolalo, reach out to me. I know they're not watching, but come on. My favorite housings are on my Vectis. What's a Vectis? I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. The name sounds familiar, but I'm just thinking of Vertex maybe. Oh yeah, there we go. And go crooked and then straighten out. Oh yeah, we're into the wood. Wood came right out of that. Get the plastic off of there so it meets nice and flat. And now I'm going to thread these. Yeah, I had there we go, the bit. How's it going, Canadian? There we go. Kraken Libra. I have to look that up. I don't know what that is. Oh. Yeah, there we go. 2.3 was a little small, but we pushed through. And it went in. Ooh, missed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're threading now. This shouldn't have any excuses now. Oh, that's warm as hell. I totally forgot that melting plastic can be warm on the screw. I'm going to do this and find out it won't even fit because I have some weird something in the way, I'm sure. That's how it happens. All right. Oop. Finally got the kiddo to bed. Time to add more lights to the holler. There you go, buddy. Yeah, I was late too. Getting the kids to bed. Long day. Are these the screws that are big enough for that metal threaded inserts to be used? Technically, any of these could have metal threaded inserts because they make like the little brass inserts. I just haven't done them. Ooh, 91. 91, guys. I do like the Rolalo, but I agree with you. Man, the price. And honestly, that is not a bad price. For that big, it's actually from Scale Builders Guild. Matt, right? Matt. Josh's Harley, right? Matt. He said it's bigger than this thing. And I'm like, what? The thing is, though, he has a 4x4, so I'm wondering if he meant it's bigger than his 4x4, because he only printed the 4x4 version. He didn't do this Axial. So I'm wondering if he just meant it's bigger than his 4x4 in general, but it's bigger than this thing? That's nuts. This thing is this long. I know it doesn't tell you anything, but it's like, I think 36 inches long. Do I have my tape measure here? I think it's upstairs. This is the problem. I use my tape measure, I put it somewhere else, and then I don't put it back. Hey, I have food. Sorry. I get to do this. And there's also more bed, too. Just here alone, 18 inches to there. 18 inches, that's 36 inches. So this is 38 inches right here. And the bed actually sticks out farther than this, if I remember correctly. Hold on. I have the means to check that out. Yeah. It sticks out another 2 inches or so, probably. So this is about 40 inches long. And it's supposedly bigger than that, possibly. Pretty sure last live you said 40 inch. Yeah, I think it was 40 inch or so. I don't remember now. It's been a minute. I have the worst memory. I thought it was like 36, but I understated it apparently. Get rid of that plastic off of there. All right. Nine to go. 9 to go. I have this in here. This pinion's on here. I want to mount this on here, which I don't think I can fit this through. I can't, of course. Forget that every time. Every time. Got to do this, and then this, and this goes. This is the thing. So there's two different bolt spacings, and so you can technically use this on the other one of this, like the stock one, I think. But you can't put all 4 bolts in, and you don't need to. Obviously, I only put 2 bolts in any other trucks, but just because of the weight and everything. I just kind of want, and it's plastic. It is enormous. Icons RC stopped by today and could not believe how big the mog is. Yeah, it's fucking massive. Well, not rated PG anymore. Sorry, kids, if you're watching. I gotta put these bolts here in. Oh, that's right. They're covered in grease. Glove up again. I think that's the last parts that covered in grease, and I forgot. There we go. New paper towel time. Okay, okay. Hey, yeah, not that bad, not that bad. I actually have to restock my M3 collection. It's getting low. I have like nothing under, for like button head stuff. I have nothing under like 22 or so. It's getting low. Not good. Thing is, when I do a hardware order, I like to just do it all at once, and it can get expensive. So maybe the next YouTube check that is love time. You know it, buddy. Keep these phalanges clean. Yeah, maybe next YouTube check that makes me less money than I make in a day at my regular job. So anyone thinks that this is glorious, remember, not much in it. It's just for fun. Hence why, if you look at it, there's a lot of people that are doing it, you know, this in this niche that are like close to 100,000 or even 100,000 or more, and still have a full-time job, because the pay is not great for it. It's the people that have a lot of members, or the people that are maybe retired, or this and that can really do it full time, that are like not working. As far as I can tell. I mean, I'm not a crazy big channel either. Notice we're struggling to hit the 20,000. Hold on, 8. Did I say 8 already? Get that repaired, post it for sale, and put that money on the roll. I would like to, but this is the thing. I'd feel bad about selling this thing and doing this. I mean, it's well documented, but not everyone does their research, and I'd tell them anyways. But I'd feel bad if it broke again, and then I'd feel like I would have to try to help them fix it, because I just feel like I'd be that guy that would have. Yeah, see, and that's like, I don't want to. See, that's why I'm not a good businessman, probably. But I don't want to make it be someone else's problem. Oh, I clicked the wrong. There we go. I mean, I do want it to be someone else's problem, but I don't want to. No, that's an MIP. Hey, it didn't break this time. It also wasn't a 1.5. Whew, boy. There we go. Time and effort put into the mod kind of makes it impossible. Yeah, I mean, there's like, when you guys saw, well, I don't know who did. The build series did relatively good for what I thought. I thought it was going to be horrible and like not have a lot of views. It was more like a passion project, but a good amount of people actually did watch it. Not all the way through, but yeah. Oh, did I grab the right bolts? I wonder if I grabbed the wrong bolts. That one is too long. How's this one? That one's too... I grabbed the wrong bolts somehow. I might have found a problem, guys. I wonder if I put the wrong bolts in here the last time I did this. These are all too long. This could have been a me problem this whole time, guys. This is not good. What? That makes no... Oh, I forgot the spacer. Remember how I told you guys about the spacer? Where did I put the spacer then? Where did I put the spacer? Did I throw it away? Hold on. Nope. Hey. Nope, it's right there. Okay, yeah, I threw it away. Okay. I threw it away. I thought it was weird. I was like, how did I do that and not notice? There we go. I was like, I'm really that dumb, huh? Nope, I'm not. I just am that dumb today because I threw in the trash. Yeah, there we go. I really hope that this gets better, because I absolutely hate worrying about the truck. no matter what I'm going to do the metal link things, this right here is the problem that I want to fix for sure. I would hate to see the credit card debt for the guy who run out and buy all the new VP stuff and all the aluminum upgrades and then buy all the awesome stuff before they drive it. Yeah. Some people do that though. I mean, they just want to do it all at once, which I get, but dang, man. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. That's why I'm usually like a upgrade as I go kind of guy a lot of times. Did I do the wrong one? Yes, I put it in the wrong opening here. There we go. I put it into the M4 holes. There we go. It's already feeling better. Yep. Yeah, There we go. What I think I'm gonna do, I'll just make sure, I guess. Yeah, that one's tight. I'm gonna loosen all these and put them in and make sure that they all tighten up. I'm in New Mexico. Well, I don't. What's NM? Is that New Mexico? That doesn't sound right. Drove 11 hours yesterday. Felt like crap and didn't get to crawl today. Got to get up and drive home tomorrow. That sucks. You went there for like a day for whatever you're doing. Okay, so all those are the right length, quote unquote. So this is the other issue. These screws, the screws that are supposed to be in here, which are this one, this one, this one, this one, you have to kind of put in, because this motor is bigger, you have to kind of put in first. And then like put them in, kind of annoying. You got to put them in first because it sucks to try to put this next through the motor. Like, as you can see, I've scratched the motor putting these in. Oh, I was gonna put longer bolts in though, so I can bolt and nut it. Let's see if I have anything long enough. I don't know if I have any more. Oh, I think I do. What was the length? These 12s. Oh, it's in standard still. These are 12s. 12. Put them back in the 12 bin. So these, I literally bought these bolts in 100 packs. There's a ton of the 16 millimeter ones, and I bought about 300 of those, I think it was. That's all that's left, plus I have used a couple to replace and use for other stuff. Oh, so yeah, New Mexico. I just thought that was I don't know the west side of the United States that well, other than California, so in Texas. Picking up my sister's dog. She drove in from LA to meet us halfway. Oh, that's good. At least it's halfway. So yeah, that just shows you how much hardware I dedicated this to it. Oh, this is the. So this is like I was saying that there's a 3.175 version. That's what this is. Because I was ready, or is that the? Yeah, 3.175 is version of this. Because I was like, well, if the 5 millimeters end up working, at least I have it. Because they're only like $2 on AliExpress. A black Honda minivan. Well, at least it was kind of comfy probably with a minivan. 793. 7. Got that there. I never put these on, I think, either, did I? I printed out the Unimog like emblems, but they kind of came out crappy. I gotta reprint them. Did I ever put them on the cab? Oh, I didn't put any of those on the cab. Okay. Oh, I was gonna put this away without finishing what I'm doing. What length do I need? 13. The 12 actually goes into it a little because it's countersunk. So I think these 16s should work. But maybe I'll throw on the 20s to be safe. I got extra room. Not that one though. I will not be even close to be able to quit my day job at 20K. Oh boy. Not even close. Oh, yeah, this should be plenty. So I'm going to put the 16s in. 16s. There we go. This is down here. Little piece of potato again. Hopefully I don't choke this time. Dude, I wish. This would be fun to do all day. My wife already thinks I do it all day. But I do work. I work too. When I have to. And of course, kid stuff and all that, you know. Let's see. This one here. Yes. Yeah, it's Dad's. We took it down to Galveston a couple years ago. It'll cruise 80, no problem. Gets 19 miles per gallon. It's really that's not bad. See, that was nice when you have like an actual comfy ride. Well, it's nice, but it's not at the same time. Because next thing you know, you're almost falling asleep. Because my Expedition, that thing is pretty comfy. And sometimes I'm like, oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna stay awake. Right now, we're working up in Colchester, Vermont. So I took my work van Monday and Wednesday. It's 2.5 hours away from me. And on the way home, both days, I was like, getting kind of sleepy. Because the Monday I went up there, last Monday, ended up being like almost a 13-hour day. So I left at like 7 in the morning, got home like almost 8. Why won't this go through? Did I miss it? Yeah, I must have been missing it. No, I'm just... Come on. The problem was yeah, there we go. Because it's countersunk, I forgot to put the... I forgot to do support. 94. 6. 6, guys. 6. Oh, yeah, we're definitely going past 10. Definitely going past 10. I might be an all-nighter. Anyways, I forgot to put supports on, so when I printed those holes, they were a little messy, but they're fine. They went in. All right, so there's that. Tighten up these 4 holes. This is the thing. I can't adjust this mesh. Like, I can do maybe a little up and down, but not much. I'm going to push this all the way up, so therefore it... Did I put this in upside down? Ah, put this in on upside down, guys. I did this, like, every time I install this thing, I always think that this goes on the bottom, but it actually goes on the top. Well, here we go. Well, he's got a dog. He'll have to stop a couple... Yeah, he will. Same thing with children. I went down to Florida like 3 years ago now with 5 kids. And then my sister and mom and my sister's kids. So there was like 8 total. Let me tell you, a lot of breaks. And then the wife and I went down to Georgia, obviously this year, without kids. Way less breaks. Oh boy. No, that screw fell out already. And yep. I'm making a mess of this. Yep. I don't even know why. Screws everywhere. All because I was trying to not undo every single screw as I did this. I just got to get one started, then I can spin it. There we go. I got to put those screws in. That fell off, though. Okay. Okay, where'd those screws go? 1. Nope, that's a zip tie. Guess I can get to those screws easier than I thought. I don't know why I was marking them up then. Might have been the driver last time. There was another screw. I know I dropped 2 because I'm missing one. Aha. There we go. Yep, a dog, a 9-year-old, and my mom. Lots of stops. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. Okay, spacer is in. Screws are in. I'm almost wondering. No, you can't do that. Literally, I have no idea what this is for. I guess you could put a driver through here, but you have to have the transmission out to do it. 19995, guys. I don't know. Let me see. No, it doesn't really line up. Yeah, it doesn't line up. You wouldn't be able to get a screwdriver in there. So I have absolutely no idea what the point of that is. No idea. There we go. Get this in here. Dude, did I really do that again? No. What? I'm going to stay live till 20K. Yeah, might as well. We only got 4, hopefully. I flipped this around for no reason. Oh, does Monk have space for a driver in the cab? Yeah, I have someone doing the laundry or something, water rushing again. I have a driver in there right now, but he's too small technically. Someone actually has modeled up a I can't believe I have to take this thing off again. I forgot that the motor sits above the transmission up here. So I was right the first time. I'm just an idiot. Let me take this back out. 20K and immediately go away. Yep. Out, guys. See ya. Bye. Peace. This is the thing. I think it was around 15,000, 10,000. I don't remember which one it was. I was watching it because I was like, it's going to do it. It's going to do it. It's going to do it. It hit 10,000. And then I refreshed it and it went back down to 9999. I was like, come on. I don't remember if it was 10 or 15 or whatever, but it was one of the numbers, one of the semi-milestone-ish ones. I was like, that's ridiculous. Oh, one of these are not loosened all the way. Which one? Oh, they're loose. You know what it is? I'm just distracted. Watching a number, talking to you guys, you know. Usually just doing this by myself, talking to myself. I mean, I guess I kind of am talking to myself. But, you know what I mean. There we go. Would a 144 Gundam fit too? I have no idea. I don't even know what a Gundam is. Okay. Man, I can't believe I was right the first time and I undid it, swapped it, and yeah. And I dropped 2 of the screws again. Nope, there goes that drill bit. Oh. All right, where are you? There they are. There it is. Well, I think I've established that I can actually sneak this through here. So I don't really care that it falls out anymore. So if I now unsub, your counter will go back to needing 4. Stop it. Stop it. These old flapping lips. Yes. It's a live count. So technically if you... So there's a... Don't do this. There's a YouTuber that does this thing where he does like the milestone like things like I'm doing right. Well, not this, I mean, this is a milestone, but I'm not going to do this like every single time. This just happened to work on my live. I was like, last night I was like, hold on, I should hit 20,000 around the live time. I was like, that's sweet. But there's a guy that does live counters like this. It's not exactly 100% either, by the way. Like if you unsubscribe, don't do it. But if you unsubscribe, it'll eventually go down. But I don't know if it's live as in like instantaneous. I don't know if it's like every 5 minutes it updates or every 10 minutes it updates or 20 minutes. I have no idea, but it should be like every pretty quick couple of minutes, I think. I just noticed these are big ass springs for the front. Yeah, that's the spring. I don't know why I did this. I have extra ones, but whatever. Just for reference, this is a, I think, 105 millimeter shock. Yeah, you know, like Chav Tech, fake Drav Tech. You can fit like 4 of them in here, probably. Huge. And and these are actually fake Drav Techs that I rebuilt, the internals. There's 6 of them for it. And yeah, that right there. And it's pretty, I gave it like a lift, quote unquote. Made it a little taller because these were kind of loose and it was very wobbly. And I wanted a little tighter suspension. Okay, so this is on. These 4 bolts are in, but I don't remember if I tightened them all the way. No, I didn't because I was thinking about putting those in, but I guess I don't need to. These ones are tighter than these ones down here, so maybe that's what it was. I don't remember. Now it's tight. 19997, guys. So this is how we're going to see if the mesh has been messed up this whole time. Hopefully. Now I got to get it in here, fish it through the wires, because this is how it sits. This is not. Those look kind of like Max springs. Oh, like Emax or Xmax or whatever. Not Emax. What the? Come on, line up. This is the part I hate, trying to line this up sometimes. Oh, did I get it? I think I got it. Come on, there we go. The thing is, if this doesn't line up, then it's nothing I can do about it. That's the thing. Like it is where it is. This would be attached to here, so this wouldn't flop so much. Normally. I'm just going to pull this forward. So we're going to get this close. It's about the girth. Yeah, it's girthy. There we go. So, I mean, that's perfectly centered with that. Oh, that sounds good. Now, man. Oh, I have a little... What's up, little one? What are you doing down here? I thought you were in bed. You want a hug? Come here. You know, honey, it's 10 o'clock. You should be sleeping. Love you, honey. See you in the morning. Fist bump. There we go. High five, too. Look. Only 3 more people till 20,000 subs. Yeah, pretty cool. Were you watching upstairs? Yeah. Cool, cool. I tried to be good. I don't think I swore or anything. I was good. I was trying to be nice. So, I'll see you in the morning, though, okay? Go sleepy sleep. And we're going to be hanging out at... What?
Outside, can I do this line thing outside?
Those things you got today for your birthday? We'll see. Maybe we'll put a table up, but they're not really... You're not going to want them in the dirt because they're going to get all gross. So we'll see. Maybe I'll put like my fold-up table out, and you can do them outside. We're going to be doing yard work and stuff. Yeah, I'll put a table up on the porch. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Be with me.
I'll be with you a little bit, but I'm going to be mowing the lawn and doing this and that.
Okay, but after mowing and doing the other stuff.
My friends are saying hi. You want to say hi? Say hi, YouTube. So why don't you go to bed? I'll see you in the morning, okay? I love you. Good night. Almost every night. Come down, I have to say it again. I'm like, all right, all right. Oh, let's see. Girl, yeah. There's 5 of them. Well, garage spawn sounds bad, but you know, they're a spawn. They are spawn. But you know, they're awesome. She's the youngest. She just turned 5. Oop, missed it. I'm gonna put this side in too, just to make sure we are lined up. This is the thing that I literally have to take this all back out to put that top piece on, but you know. But I want to tighten these 4 up, make sure they're where they need to be, and this looks like it's like perfectly lined up. So I don't think it's anything to do with alignment. And the bearing sits inside of that transmission housing and holds the other end of the of the pinion, you know. So it's like what is going on? Usually this would be pulled up. Is that all the way? This is the thing, I can't see what I'm doing on that side, so I don't know if this is bottomed out or not. Or even close. Oh, that's wrong. This has been the whole problem with me working on this truck on this bench. It's on this side of it, so I have to lean over like this. 5. Yeah, she's 5. 2 left, guys. She's 5. My other son just turned 8. My other daughter turned 16, and my other boys are 19. So, bit of a spread. Yeah, that's tight. Okay. Oh, that's honestly, that looks perfect, guys. I don't I don't know. Hold on. You guys are gonna go for a little ride here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh. But like, that's like dead nuts in the center of that. This thing keeps moving, but that usually sits in the other side, and press fits in there. That is perfect. It's not moving anywhere because this is moving and like flopping up, and I don't know. There we go. Put you back on your pedestal. Two guys. Back to the expensive trucks. Be glad you're not doing construction equipment. I bought my son a excavator, and he used it a little bit. I used it a little bit, and it's just not our thing. Oh yeah, I have 5 kids. Yep. Yeah, she turned 5. The 8, 16, and 2 19s. Yeah, exactly, JP. It's like perfect. It's dead nut center. Like I. So if there's an issue, it is not that, unless the mesh this way is wrong. But that looks great. What supports the bearing in the gear straight off the motor? This goes here usually. This is this is me just putting it in here so I can see the mesh. I've never actually done this without this on it. So this gets installed on this, and then this gets dropped on the top, because you can't really get to these screws down here when it's in here. I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, or whatever you want to call it, but I'm sure we'll get the 2 in the next like 45, 50 minutes or whatever. Because we've gotten, what did we start out with today? We needed like 17, I think. I don't remember. Yeah, the skid steer is kind of cool, but again, I don't see myself moving dirt here, there, doing this and that. It's a cool thing. It's kind of like when I did my Arctos. I put a rollback bed, a rollback tilt bed on it, and it was because I wanted to build it and design it, but I never used it. I just wanted to be able to say I did it. Like, so I never used it though. I don't haul things around. I want to crawl things. I don't want to put stuff on the bed. Like this thing, I want it for trailing, and it's so big and heavy. If I put a 1/10 on here, it's not going to fall over, So do you put the motor and gear into the hole for the top? Yes, it goes in here, and the bearing sits. There's like a oh no, maybe. If you look in there, I got a phone for the flashlight. See, there's like a bearing seat in there. That's where the bearing, it's literally held up by this. So like it can't wobble or anything. And that gets bolted to this. That bearing sits in there. The tip of that holds into there. It's like there's nothing, it's just solid. Yeah, it has forks and stuff too. Yeah, it's cool. It's just like, I think I would probably end up building it and it just sit on the shelf. So it's like, it's a lot of printing and stuff. Then again, this thing sat for a long time, and it might still sit after this. Who knows? I mean, we'll probably end up doing transmission work, but I'm going to take this thing out and made it to here and put it in. I'm not going to grease that. I'm going to grease this, and I'm not going to grease. No, he says to grease it. Oh, I just feel like maybe it's slipping on it. Would you be able to acetone fume the gears to make the surfaces smoother and stronger? Maybe. It's PLA, so I think you can. So, but I haven't heard of anyone else having to do that, so it's just kind of frustrating. And honestly, if I had to do that, then I'm just going to put a new transmission in it. That's too much. I know it might sound weird. To me, that's too much work, and I don't care about acetone fusing it. Like, I get that it's there and it can be done. I don't like to take the time to do that kind of stuff. So that's a me problem. Shaky, because this is a bent shaft. I don't remember what ended up bending this. Loose. But I tried bending it straight, but that's as straight as I could get it. Yeah, hopefully you guys don't have to look up my armpit. Sorry. I think I got that one. Yep. Oh, I hit the wrong freaking screw anyways. That's the one for the step. Thought that seemed short. Try it again. Oh, so I didn't actually tighten that other screw all the way, like I thought. And she fell. Nope. This one's not. There we go. Now, oh my goodness. Whew. One more, guys. One more. Might be worth a try. It probably is, honestly, but I just don't. Need one of those right angle drive. One, guys. And also, if you guys can screenshot it, send it to me because I'm doing this. I mean, I can do it over here and screenshot it on my phone and stuff. So screenshot it on your thing to see what I'm doing when I hit 20K. Because at 20K, it's right there, guys. It's right there. Boom. Windows, print screen, screenshot that. Oh yeah. Okay, hold on. Going to the YouTube Studio app. 20,001. 20,001. Did you guys ask your friends to sub? Thank you. I don't know if it was you guys or not. Am I late to 20,000 party? You just got here for it. It hit 20K right now. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I never thought it's June 9th was 1 year. So June 9th and then so what's that? 18? 365 days plus 18, whatever the math is, because I can't math right now. 20,000. That is nuts. Thanks, be kind to my wife, Phil. I appreciate you. Thank you. I will never be mean to anyone. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Thank you guys. I'm glad that I could do it on a live. That's cool to be able to do that on live. You know what I mean? 25, 20, 30,000 maybe? You know, we'll see. We'll see. The 20K mod giveaway. Jeez, man, no, I'm just kidding. I'm going to do some kind of a giveaway for 20,000. Not 100% sure yet what I'm going to do. I was thinking about doing an STX 24. I did a 32. Now I'm thinking about doing a 24, you know, kind of go up in size. But I've also been thinking, I'll throw the idea out with you guys. I did it with JD, and I think he said it was going to be a good idea. There was a lot of people that liked the budget build that I did. I'd show you guys it just to make sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But the one with the purple motor sticking out, it's in my work van right now because I usually take it with me a lot of times lately as like my dash crawler. A lot of people like that truck. I've been thinking about recreating it, but not doing it budget style, doing it with like, I have so much extra parts. I could probably build one of those. Like I have 2 bodies of that over there. So I'm thinking about doing another one of that, different color scheme, you know, parts that are nicer, possibly like not all 3D printed. You know, I know you're kidding. 30K. I wish we're 10,000 off. I had cake today, birthday party, but not for me with kids. But I'm thinking about recreating the budget build because that was like one of my biggest videos I've had in the last. I think it was one of the biggest videos I've had. And there's like, if you look at like my Facebook, I had like less than 1,000 for a year, like less than 500 for a year. And then that build came out, and then I did some stuff with the rock slide, and then now I'm like at 3.2 thousand on Facebook followers, which is nuts to me because that like escalated. I have like 250,000 views on 2 of my rock slide videos. I think now, I think it's 2 of them. I think one other video. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I was told there was cake. I already read that, and I apologize that I repeated myself. You guys are a little far away to get the cake and ice cream, though. Budget build, yeah, giveaway. So I'm thinking about doing that. It won't be my actual budget build truck because I absolutely love that truck and I like the paint job I did on it. But it'll be a replica of that with upgraded parts because I have like some nice Endura shocks that I could put on it that I actually already have. Like, you know, so it'll be inspired by that build with the motor sticking out and everything like that. Like everyone, if you look at the comments, says the motor sticking out. It's like awesome. And I know it's not a new thing, and I was very surprised that many people were talking about it, but it was really cool. It was really fun build. Also, if you go and look at, this is an annoying subject. My wife tells me I should not talk to these people. If you look at my couple rock slide videos and that budget build video that I have climbing like a pretty steep incline, people think it's AI. They're like, AI garbage, AI bullshit, AI blah blah blah, more AI junk, and I'm like, I have nothing AI. Like some like logo stuff, like this, like the logo down here and stuff like that. Like I kind of put it into ChatGPT to kind of get ideas, but then I go in Illustrator and I make it myself for like my logo stuff. Like some stuff is like a little bit AI, obviously, just to kind of like a stupid thing, but nothing is fully, and there's no AI video stuff. But I'm like, what else? So like I'll comment back and be like, some guy was like AI bullshit or something like that, and I was like, the only thing bullshit is your comment, and then my wife was like, you need to stop. It's just kind of annoying. It's like, come on. Anyways, little rant, little rant. Oh, my daughter texted me. Probably not about this, but yeah. Of course, asking if her kiddo friend can sleep over. Anyway, small rant over. Let's continue with this thing. And this number has not changed in a minute, but at least it didn't go down. Oh, that's so sweet. Man. Oh, and then what's funny is the little thing on my screen went up to 20.2 as the next like goal or something like that. I don't know why, because I'm not even at 20.1. Oh man, I'm excited. That's cool. And on alive, even better. Grease. I don't have any of that marine grease. I'm going to be putting out some random grease, which is probably not right, but it's what I have. I'm going to put this together. I'll finish putting this together, then we'll stop. So we could probably have another hour because I'm so slow. Just remember that. I mean, I have marine grease, but it's not the same stuff. What is it? I don't even know what it is. NLGI number 2. You know what? It's better than nothing. It doesn't look great. I watched my sister yesterday. That doesn't qualify as a rant. No, I know it doesn't call. My rants are nothing compared to some other people. It's just annoying that like you do like, oh, look at that climb I did. You make a short or a reel of it, and like all of a sudden someone's like, your shit's garbage. Frustrating. Oh, this stuff is disgusting, but at least it's something. Yep, that's gross. That's definitely gonna make some kind of a problem, I'm sure. Liberally. Thing is, on the first time I put this together, I actually put too much grease and it ended up coming out the whole, like the case edges. Oh, I didn't think about this. Now I have to do the main gear here, the big gear. This stuff stinks too. This is not good. I've been putting it in a lot of my diffs though, because I keep on forgetting to buy the other grease I like. I just stopped. There's only a couple places that I like that get it. And 92C, I think it's called, or something like that. Quicksilver 92C. Only like AutoZone, I think it is, sells it, and there's not one that's close to me, like really close. I just keep forgetting to stop. Yep, that's disgusting. I know some oils can. Yeah, I'm sure it's not great for it, but well, I'm sure it's not made for plastic. It's definitely made for bearings, like trailer bearings. I bought this to do my my ATV. Well, it's a landscaping trailer. Grassa, multi-purpose. I bought this to do the bearings in my landscape trailer I use for my ATVs. Yeah, it was what I had. So, whatever. Yeah. Cool. That's there. Okay. Now I got to put this here. Ooh. That's right. I need to like screw this in as I go because, bolts. This is why I was going to disconnect all this, but I really don't want to unzip tie all this crap. Internet and anonymity in the refuge of it. That's what I'm thinking. People are just like, well, you know what's funny is there's one guy that did it like multiple times. Like he's said, I think twice, he's told me it was AI garbage. And I was like, you obviously are following me or something though, because you've said it on 2 videos. So I replied to him and I said, this is like the second or third time you've said something like this. Nothing is AI, and if you don't like it, you can just unfollow me, block me, or just not say anything. Because nothing's AI on here. And my wife was like, you need to stop. I don't give a shit. Like, you don't want to watch me? You don't like it? Don't watch it. Yep, and this is why this sucks to do. Now I gotta squeeze it because I gotta start the threads now. Rest of the way. There we go. Okay, okay. I feel like a child trying to do something that I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we're lined up now. Oh yeah, that's way more. That's way more than enough to put a nut on the other side. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys. Again, if this is not good and it's separate, and if the reason is it's separating here, you can't say that anymore because I'm going to bolt nut this thing. Have you tried different print orientations for the gears? No, you have to pretty much print them like on the flat. I threw them away, and I got grease on me. And I don't feel like fishing it out, but you kind of have to print them where they are, or else you have to, like, crazy overhangs. So there's only like one way, but it's also all printed. Dang it! All the gears print like this, like flat. So it's all like this. But it's only the pinion that's messed up. That's what's frustrating. Ugh. I tried so hard to not get grease on my fingers. And I already started getting grease, so I didn't really care anymore. But man, those are way longer than need. Oh, that's right, because they were 12s and I put 16, so it's 4 millimeters sticking out technically. Makes sense. Makes sense. All right, now I got to put these on. I use popsicle sticks for grease. Yeah, I usually use a flathead screwdriver a lot of times for small stuff. Like I'll use a flathead, goop it on there. That was a good enough size where I just used my finger on a glove. But I didn't think about the popsicle stick. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. A lot of times I try to squeeze it into it too. So like, because the 92C Quicksilver stuff, silver, whatever it is actually in a tube, kind of like E6000 tube. So I just squeeze it into it. Recently, though, I bought some syringes to try to do that, but I got to buy the Quicksilver grease to fill this up with, and I just haven't done it. I don't want to put that other grease in there because I don't really like it. I mean, it works. I don't like the smell of it at all. So even if it works great, it stinks. Yeah, exactly. The kiddo's medicine. So I went on Amazon and bought those. They were like $5 for a pack of 4 of those syringes. I'm sure they won't last long, but for $5, I got 4 of them. And I was going to fill it. Ooh, 20,003, guys. 20,003. So we're past the 20,000. It shouldn't go down below. Oh, I'm going to have a potato with grease hand. Oh, I just licked my finger because I had ketchup on it. Disgusting. Oh. Why didn't you guys remind me I had grease there? I fill in from a Harbor Freight mini grease gun. Yeah, I was thinking about getting one of those little mini pump grease guns. You know, it has like the grease tubes you can get that are like this long and like an inch round or something. I just haven't done it. Yeah, I got lock nuts right here. Where are my needle nose I just had? Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. That barely fit there. There we go. Ooh, I'm missing it still. What the? There we go. Okay, we got it. That's bottomed out. You know what? We're just gonna. Oh yeah, that is in there, guys. That should not come out. I probably don't even need to do those M3s that I drilled for, but we're gonna put it all. We're gonna do it all. Oh, nope. Oh, keeps flipping. I drilled some holes in my trail rig transmission and sealed them with short screws so I can inject directly. That's a good idea. I've heard of the people doing that with Axial diffs, I think it is. I never thought about doing it in the transmission. I like the knife because sometimes the point helped dab into. Yeah, that's true. I don't. Oh, I use an old steak knife, like a palette knife, to apply grease most of the time. I wonder if you could print some mini spatulas. I'm sure you could. My buddy started trolling my videos, and I had to tell him to cool it. Oh, that sucks. Where'd my mouse go? Oh, landed here. I apparently missed some stuff when I was greasing or something. But it possibly no, I just jumped over some stuff. I was an idiot. I used Keto's medicine turners. I said that's what I do too. I like the knife because I feel it from my heart. Okay, I just skipped over some stuff. That's what I did. See you later, JP. Thanks for stopping in. Safe trip, man. Keep thinking about getting another and bigger glass syringe for doing oil to try and not getting oil everywhere. Yeah, it's a mess. Oop, screws. There we go. Did I tightened that one? Okay, I got these two on the top to tighten. Those two, I can. Here we go. I can put these on like this and actually use a nut driver though. And that's gone forever. Have a good weekend. Yeah, definitely have a good weekend. Yeah, definitely stay safe, dude. That's a long trip. 11 hours. Dang. I mean, okay. Well, yeah, again, I have another screw nut, so we'll do that. I drove down to Florida from New Hampshire, and that was, I think it's like, what, 28 hours or something like that. But we did it in 2 days because we stopped and had kids and this and that, but still. Yeah, okay. 4mm driver. How's it going, Rob the Computer Guy? Okay, that's tight. Tight. Did I do this side though? Make sure there's no space. Yes, that's tight. That's tight. There's grease all over this thing all over this thing now because I've been moving it around and now my fingers are covered again. So that throws the glove problem thing out the window that I did do today. Okay. Okay. Oh, I forgot I had a water. Oh my goodness. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh. There we go. All right. That is like solid. See, you can see the gear in there, bearing in there. Feels free. It's not like it's being pushed on. It's not like it's like got pressure on the shaft or anything. And yeah, you definitely can't see down in there to get to the set screw. So I have no idea what the point of that is. It literally does nothing other than let dirt in, I feel like. So I'm gonna put some more grease. More grease. I'm gonna put some M3 screws in there. What do we got? 10mm. I think I can put a 10. I can send a 10 right in there, I think. Oh, I can get rid of these M2s now though. Use this as a table. Okay, what I'm thinking is I'll put these 10s in. If they start to poke out too much and they're hitting the motor, I'll put a washer on. I'm going to put these in by hand so I don't strip them. This sucks. I accidentally bought the ball end driver, which is nice for when you need it, but I'm afraid to like snap it. Here. Oh, you know what? I threaded this side, but I never did this side. So it's actually not the right size. I'm going to have to start it with the gun. And then run it through. And I know I'm not going to even hit the threads that I made, but whatever. At least it's the right size now. Okay, it feels like I did a thing. I don't know if it's staying or not, but it's there. And here. There we go. Yeah, not poking out the other side, so that's good. Then I got M3s here. These are here with nuts. There we go. Last M3. When I tried to do this one last time when I was drilling, I drilled it through this with this all together. And I went wicked crooked because I hit that edge thing that I was trying to drill a hole next to earlier. So it just ended. Ooh, yeah, I saw it close the gap there. That's nice. That's sweet. This still feels good. I can move it nicely so it's not bound up. And I can pop this on here. Wires are in the way. Gotta move it to get the gear in place. Come on, you can do this. Am I missing it? What am I doing? Oh, the screw is on the bottom. That's right. I never took the bottom screw out all the way. I just, oh, there we go. Pushed it down. There we go. I don't remember what size screws these were. I know that one is this exhaust thing. It goes here like that. And I have a container. These are all the screws I took out of this thing. I should probably bring up the build manual because I don't want to put too long of screws in and send it into something I shouldn't. All right, M2 by 16 goes here and here. Yes, M2 by 16. 16. I think these are 12s right here. 12. 16, maybe? 20. 16, that looks like a 16. That's a 16. 16, no. I just cut my fingernails too, so I can't even grab these usually. It sucks. 16, no, that's a 20. No, it's a 16. Oh, my eyes have deceived me. I'm gonna put these in by hand so I don't strip them. There. There. And these I keep thinking like, well, maybe I need to clamp it down better, because but then I go to take this out, and it's not like it's like popping up. You know, it's not like this is loose. Like the screws are still here. It's not ripped out. Yeah, see, all three of those grabbed, like grabbed nice too, not like stripped out. Like I'm just trying to make it sound good. That grabbed, okay. These are the short ones. They literally just hold this exhaust thing on. They don't really actually clamp anything. Actually, you know what? Yeah, no, it can't be long because it's skinny there. Yeah. How's it going, Bootsy? Oh, here, there we go. This one's like a 12, I think. I don't remember 6. We're now this it doesn't this this is just for looks, so I'm just throwing in sizes that seem correct at this point for this thing. Oh man, I'm excited this thing is possibly going to be working again. Possibly. Who knows how long. And tight. Solid. This is the thing. It's so wobbly all the time. That's because it's broken, but I wish I could like move it more. But it's, yeah, don't want to break it. So this one's in, this one's in, this one's in. These two are in. This has hardware. That's solid. They ain't going nowhere. I got to put these in. No, I'll just use this. Yeah, that lined up perfectly. I didn't even have to move it around. So those are going in. And there's like 5 screws underneath I got to do. There's one that goes up to hold the nose here in. And then 4 more for the undercarriage bolts that I don't know why I even took those off. But I did for some reason. Like they don't affect what I'm doing. I think I was just like getting bolt happy. Been doing some work to my dinky temper, debating on swapping tires from the OT6 or RC four-wheel drive Baja. I don't remember which ones the Baja Claws are. I don't really know the RC four-wheel drive tires that well. don't think I have any, actually, now that I think about it. The only thing RC four-wheel drive I have is the extra cab body. I'd like to get some more stuff. I want to get the Mojave and stuff like that. Oh, come on, come on. Last screw on this side for now. I still got to put the freaking bed on. Wow, I just cannot get on this. Doesn't help that it's on the other side of me. Okay, what is going on? Why can't I? There we go. Man, what a ridiculous thing that I couldn't do. Just get a driver into the screw. I usually wouldn't do this by hand, but I'm just trying to make sure I do not strip any of these things out now. Then I can't say. Then I can say it's because I didn't. It's not because I. Then I can't have an excuse that I stripped out screws and that's why it fell apart. So this is what I was talking about with the drive. Oh my goodness! I hit a button with a keyboard and it shot me down to the end of the assembly guide. Whoopsie! I don't know what size these screws are. Yikes! Oh, the beginning of it. Screws. Oh man, where was I? Oh, we're way too far ahead. Nope, wrong. How far did I go? Oh, they're M2 by 10s. Okay, does this stay? All right. I think I was talking about how the drive shafts are weird. This side is just like a ball with like a screw through it. And like that's what is like the thing that, like the dog bone. It's like the screw is the dog bone. This side has a U-joint thing. So if I do the transmission swap, I'm gonna have to figure out how to adapt this. So maybe something to do with it. I have no idea. You do need to, Canadian. Make sure you take pictures of that thing and put it in Discord. Sounds like we'll have to send it with some X2SS compound. I've never tried X2SS. Supposedly it's pretty good, but I've never tried. Hey, I found that M2 screw. Nut. Bam, bam. Yeah, I've never tried it. I just haven't bought anything from them, so I really should expand, I guess, and try it, but I just haven't. Oh, there it is. I was like, why did that go screwed in? And I didn't screw it in. It's this one. This one's the one that I still need to screw in. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's solid. Nice. Solid. I don't know why I'm putting that away. So these ones I don't think are in here. I don't know where the 10s went. Why is this? Oh, so a lot of these big ones are for the bed. Do I have any 10s? Ooh, I only have a couple 10s left. Luckily I do, though. Maybe. Oh, there's 4 here. I wonder if these are the 4 for this. Sweater, is that the dinky 3D cage? Yeah, I know that I'm pretty sure one of his is the 3D printed cage, so maybe that's what he's talking about. I'm not sure. I don't really know the tempers that well. Yours is the only one I've ever seen in person. Definitely the only one I've ever driven. Waiting on some underdrive and overdrive gears for that to come in. And then I can get working on that again. I was waiting for Prime Week. And then they didn't go on sale, so it didn't matter. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oop, there we go. I'm going to have to, when we're done... Did I bring the... I do. Okay, I'm going to make sure the controller's in here. I'm curious how it sounds. If it's noisy or not. So we're going to... Once this is on... I never undid any wiring. So we're going to probably put it up on yoga blocks if I can find them. Where did I put them? I don't know what it is. I always lose these yoga blocks. They're like, what, 6 by 10 inches? And I lose them. I don't get it. Solid. Solid. Those are in this. So these right here, see, they're plastic. I replaced these two. You know what? I have a screen up and I can't see if you can see what I'm seeing. Yep. I replaced these two with metal links because I had them. They just ended up being the exact right size, and they were bent like they need to be because they need to be bent to clear this frame. So I replaced it, and I literally just like rammed the 3mm M3 bolts through, and it made the M2 and M3, so it was nice and tight. So yeah, I'm gonna do that with the rest of these. I don't have any that are this size, so I gotta make some or buy some links, but I'm probably gonna make some. Like this is actually touching here every so often. If you saw my video, this flexes and hits this. There's like a black mark here, a couple of them around this drive shaft. So I'm gonna, these being metal can be skinnier, so they'll miss that completely. The uppers I might keep because it's really these that are making the flexiness happen. These actually, because they're not as long, they're not as flexy. Plus I'll have these to keep it rigid. But yeah, I'm gonna do the lowers. These are good. Lowers, and then the steering link. The steering link all the way across. So what was that, tie rod technically or whatever, and the drag link. Those will be a metal link soon, hopefully. What I'm gonna go for. Okay, put that in there. This, as far as I can tell, we are together enough to see how this sounds. Get this stuff out of the way. The only thing I got to do is, again, where did I put? Ooh, ooh, ooh! I put them on top in the top shelf. Make sure there's nothing going on. I haven't checked my phone in a while. Make sure no one's in trouble or hurt. If I remember correctly. Yep. Okay. This one can go here. This one can go here. Oh yeah, open diff. I can't. Yeah, I don't want to drive it by the. That's a lot of pressure this way. We will turn it on. There we go. Battery. Go. Test this out. Figured the gears would be the weakest point in that, but I'm not surprised the links aren't holding up too well either. I mean, they are there. They haven't broken, but when I'm driving down the trail, it does this all the time. And I think it's because if this wasn't broken, you can actually see the tie rod across, like going like this. Again, I go down trails that have roots and rocks and this and that, so maybe that's my problem, but I feel like I should be able to do that. Oh, this is already quieter. There's definitely a noise, but it's 3D printed gears. This is the quietest it's been in a while. Yep. So when I first built this, it was about this quiet. The original build. But that's usable. Open diff, so that's why you're only seeing, like, now the other side's moving. Now this side moving. This one's locked. That's the quietest it's been, I think, even when I was new. I don't know what's changed. The only thing I can think of is I put bolt and nut. Those M3s in there. That's the same. It's the same filament that I did last time for that pinion. Huh. I'm stoked about this right now. That is so... You can see this thing wobbles. She's quick. She's quick. 1800 kVs on straights. Because there's portals, but it's just 1-to-1. There's no gearing reduction. It's just like the same size gear. The other thing I've been thinking about doing, we're not doing it today, just throwing it out there. This is the bed. This is the problem. So when I bolt it on here, it bolts on, but when I attach things to these D-rings, it'll actually pull it like up a little bit and like up a little bit. So I'm thinking I have like 3 sheets of like stainless or aluminum. I think it's aluminum diamond plate outside. It's full size diamond plate, so it won't look scale, but I don't care. Whatever. I'm thinking about putting it right on top of this, just a diamond plate structure, and then it just sucks that I have to like re-drill this stuff, and yeah, it should fit just underneath this. I think, I don't know, but what I was gonna do too is kind of sucks. I got to reprint it. This is flush with here. I'm gonna like put these in Fusion and give them a lip so you don't see the edge of my diamond plate when I cut it, because it'll probably look like crap because I don't have anything to cut it with nicely. So I'll have to probably use my cutoff wheel and, you know, on like a grinder, or I think you can cut aluminum with a wood blade with a skill saw. I've done it with the smaller stuff, but that stuff's like 1/8 inch, so it might be, I don't know. If anyone's a metal worker person that knows, let me know. And I'm pretty sure you can cut aluminum, as long as it's soft like this one is, with a wood blade. I've done it with smaller parts and like coping or whatever you want to call it, like the stuff in the bathroom that edges like the tile. But I'm not good with it. I don't really know that. I have a buddy I can ask, my friend Matt. But I'd like to have nice sharp edges. But I figured it'll sturdy this thing up. It won't be completely, but it'll sturdy it up. And then I thought about putting, I don't think I have any room. So this right here is where the screw goes. There's only like a little gap. I thought about putting not square tubing, square stock, but like some flat stock steel on here, just to kind of, I just want to make it a little more solid. It just when it's going down the trail, it does this, it just flops. And then this thing kind of, when you pick it up when I pick it up, sometimes I got to pick it up by the bumper, and the bumper back here, it kind of does like a banana thing because it's all printed. And I thought about on these putting them into CAD and hollowing them out, like hollow all this out all the way through, and then putting a steel tube through here. Well, you can't see my hand. Putting a steel tube through here all the way through. So it would just be like a hollow, like say a 6mm hole, and I just put like stainless steel tubing in there. Some thin C channel. Yeah, so maybe some thin C channel or something, you know, just something to sturdy it up. It's going to make it heavier, but it's already pretty big. So, but why not? You know, I want to make it so it like I put the Coyote on here and it was fine. It pulls it fine. Like it pulls weight on here fine. The only thing that sucks is this is like 6th scale, I think, and the Helamon's 8th scale, but it still doesn't fit it. It's too wide, if I remember correctly. Oh boy. Let me just double check here. Like it fits, but it hangs over the edge a lot. You guys can't see anything, I understand that, but it sticks, yeah, it sticks over a good inch on each side. So the rock slide definitely is a no-go, even though it's technically the same scale, supposedly. Oh, itching the eyeball. Sure, it's carbon fiber. I'll mess with me. Some thin C-channel, aluminum or carbon fiber rod. Exactly, some aluminum or carbon fiber rod and some stainless steel rod down through the center of those. I'm not sure yet. Those are all down the road things, because I need to get this thing to not break before I do any of that stuff. So, you know, it already is better. I am pretty stoked. That's not that loud compared to what it was. Before I put this cab on, I'll probably clean up this rat's nest. This was like the last time I broke it and put it back together. I was like just throwing it together. So I did this. Just like zip tied everything. I've been meaning to like shorten the wires up and everything. There is so much wires in here. You know what? We're gonna go for a little trip again. So all these, this is like switches to turn lights off. I have a Dumbo receiver in here. Sorry, hopefully no one's motion sickness. Dumbo receiver in here that can do like lights and stuff. I think it does. No, this one. Okay, sorry. I have a light controller from AliExpress. Right, you guys can't see it. It's too dark. This is a cheap one, but I mostly did it just for the. Did it for the reverse lights, and I think the hazard lights are plugged into there. And it's an XT60 connector splitter, so I can put 2 batteries on it. I usually run these two of these 5200 mAh Ovonics. Big battery tray. and then there's a bundle of wires. I still got to clean them up a little bit, but there's a bundle of wire that go all the way down here and across here. And then I have 2 sets of rock lights. Rock light there, and there. You can't see it, and then right there. Again, it's too dark. I understand that, but you know. But yeah. Tons of wires. What I wanted to do was replace this bundle of cables that I did one by one with like a 10 conductor or a 12 conductor wire to clean it up, and I just never did because it's there and I don't want to undo it. I don't want to rewire everything. Let's see. Pick's going to go on Discord soon. Firstly, it lights up more than the halogens on my old car. Second, do not take a 35 plus pound 42. Yeah. That thing's huge, man. 35 plus pound. This is like 27, I think. Long rig on your rock crawler course. Yeah. That is a long rig on a rock crawler course. That's a ton of work. Look at all those printed parts. Everything's printed, man. It's the only thing not printed are shock stuff, wires, of course the hardware, the springs. Like even the wheels are printed. Like everything's printed here. Like the whole wheel in the insert, obviously Team Revolt. Thanks, Erwin. And the lock ring, like everything. It's all the whole wheel is. The whole axle is. The gears, everything. Like it is awesome. It's cool. It's just I just need it to not break. Stop breaking. The axles haven't broken other than the screws back there. And then no, I really think it's only been transmission gear stuff. I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been a minute. So yeah. But anyways, 10:55. We'll go to 11. At 11 o'clock, I'll be signing off. 20,006. This is awesome, guys. Look at that. Number went. I don't think the number ever went back down after it went up. So that's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's it'd be sweet to get this thing to not break. I got to figure out also these. This is what it does. It just slips on here, and that's it. So when I hit stuff here, it just goes bloop, and it comes off. I would like to not have a bottom. To just have it like this. And just have something here. So I think I'm going to try to redesign my own battery box. I know that RC Ohio said he put his battery up here, but I don't want to hit the button backs. And I also keep my tow rope. Where did I put it? The tow rope that Chaos made me. I don't remember where I put it. I think I put it in my backpack maybe. I'm not sure. I'll have to look. I keep that in there too. If you watch the video, I just pop it right in there. It works great. Tune down, punch, max power to reserve gears. You know, I don't remember what I did. I think I did turn it down though. And I think like reverse is like 75%. And I think I turned down punch. There's only so many settings also because it's the Fusion 8 SE RTR. So there's only like 7 or 8 settings on it. But I believe I did turn down punch. I can't remember. I'll have to check. Maybe that'll, you know, that might help right there alone. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is one of the bigger problems though. Someone was saying to put this one on this side because this is on this side, and supposedly there's like a difference on how this, because this is different than this, but there is no difference. I don't know what that guy was talking about. The lip is the same. He was saying because it prints this way, because this is like the print surface area, like this, that this side is worse. But I don't know what he's talking about. I think that I am just going to, yeah, I'm going to redesign a different battery box that only covers here. And maybe I'll just, I don't want it to not look semi-realistic. Gotta go. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks, Spuds. Yeah, I'm gonna go down in like 3 minutes anyways. I just figured I'd make it an even 11. If I put this on here and chop this off, I could maybe do something with the battery box to make this like a thumb screw. You know what I mean? Does that make sense, guys? Maybe I'll make it, if I chop this here, make it so it kind of slides in like this, so it locks into here. And then this is like a thumb screw. Should they clip on, run a band around them? Yeah, Rob, thanks. Yeah, right there, the number 20,006 we got today. We started out like 19,987, I think, or something, at the beginning of the live, and I was actually half an hour late. But I'm almost thinking stop it here, have this here, maybe so it clips in, like maybe on this side it clips in, like slides into here, pushes in, and then this can be like a thumb screw, like the little fuel holder filler. Because once they're in there for like the whole trip. You know what I mean? Like up and down a couple miles or whatever I do for my trailing. So they're not gonna. Well, I hope they are. I don't know. I haven't gotten more than a quarter mile out of this thing. Picks up on the jelly green sub. Nice. I'll have to check that out tomorrow because after this I'm probably gonna go to bed. 11 o'clock. Long day. I think that's what I'm gonna do because this is just annoying. Like this, I mean, you can see it just flops around. It literally just locks in. Like there's a little tab here. There's a little tab here. And these things, grab it, and then it's the same thing on the bottom. That's my idea. So, yeah. Anyways, well, 10:59. Oh, I was like 30 minutes early. But I will start saying goodbyes, guys, because I'm going to say my goodbyes now. Thank you for being here. Glad you can see this milestone with me. It worked out perfectly. When I saw this last night that it was going to be at, possibly at the same time as this, I was like, I'm stoked. So that would be cool. Yeah, do you see how, like, you guys can't even hear this? That's how smooth the open diffs are. Like, you can't even hear them spinning. And then even when I can turn this, I don't want to break anything putting pressure on it. It's not noisy except here. This is the noisy part. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Live next Saturday. Wait, what's next Saturday? It's not like weird day or something, is it? Nope, that's not the next Saturday is the 4th. I should be on. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to say I'll be on as of right now. Usually I put up the live to say I'm going to be on like Thursday or so. So you guys will see that come up. And then, yeah. Huge achievement. Have a good, yeah, thanks guys. But yeah, I should be on. I got nothing else going on. I didn't get invited to anything as usual because I'm a homebody. So, we'll see. Thanks for coming in, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.